Hey guys, welcome to the Cobra Report. I'm the Gooch. Today we're reviewing G.I. Joe Classified number 154, Blowtorch. Man, this guy was one of my hands down favorite characters as a kid. I loved the vibrant colors. The red and the yellow was so different from all the military greens, and it really popped and just really made me excited when I was a kid. So when I heard G.I. Joe Classified was doing this guy, I was like, I was number one. I'm like, I have to get this guy. Went straight to the pre-orders and ordered him. Did get them a little bit quicker on Amazon. So Hasbro, that's something you need to work on. If you do a pre-order, you should get it before everybody else can. I don't understand why if you make a pre-order, people on Amazon are able to get the character before I am. That's just not right. That's the whole point of a pre-order, is that you get it before everybody else. But regardless, let's take a look at this guy. All right, let's take a look at this guy. Here we have the front packaging. It just says G.I. Joe Blowtorch. I don't know why some of them have their full name, some of them only say Blowtorch, their nicknames. I don't understand it. Get consistent, Hasbro. But you get a great window package here, unlike those ugly boxes we had a couple of years ago. See everything you're purchasing. Check out the side here, number 154. Again, none of these symbols mean anything. I don't know what any of them mean. Hasbro doesn't let us know. Great close-up of his face there. These QR codes just go to the website so you can purchase things. It'd be nice if you could click on the QR code and it told you all about the character. Hasbro, maybe that's something you can get working on. Fantastic box art right here. Look how great this is. Look at the detail in this art. It's fantastic. And then they just kind of hide it on the side of the box. It should be front and center. 154. Look at that flames right there. You get a great sense of who this character is just by this box art. Here we go in the back, once again, 154. Here he is in an action pose, zooming on his face real quick with the mask on, so you can customize it. You can have the mask on if you want. Here's his tank. I don't know why they're zooming in on that. It's again G.I. Joe Blowtorch, those symbols that don't mean anything to anybody. Here he is in a great pose. This is the actual character. They take pictures of the character and then they add the background, but that's him. That's not just like a painting of the character. Got some Valkyries in the background. Looks like a G.I. Joe bridge layer, which would be awesome if they brought that to the classified line. Let's take a look at him now out of the box. Here he is, geared up, all of them in his package. Or here he is in all of his gear. A fantastic detail on this. Look at it. The great modern update. Check out this Blowtorch. This is the same one that Torch has, just a little bit of a different front to it. This, I have just a little blast effect, a little bit of tiny flame. Comes with a couple blast effects. You can see all the little rivets that are on his uniform. Now Hasbro says they don't actually serve any function, but in this one, it kind of gives him a little air to cool off his body. Got the There's a holster for a gun. See him from the side here. He's got the tube going out from the tank all the way into the flamethrower, which is nice. His mask so he can breathe. Here he is from the back. I don't like that the tank is a different color yellow. It makes it pop a little bit more. That's probably the color yellow that the retro line's gonna have. But it would be nice if it matched the rest, maybe a bright red or even just that same color yellow. Here is of a different blast effect. Now these blast effects, because of gravity, do cause the gun to sag after a while, so I don't recommend that you keep them in there. It is going to make the gun sag, so I keep mine on the shelf with just a tiny little flame poking out of the top of it. But I mean, he looks really cool with that. Here's a different blast effect. Again, same issue. You can already see in this video here that the gun is starting to droop a little bit just from the blast effects, but it looks really cool. It just gives a lot of playability to it. And this character is so customizable. There's so many different looks you can do. Just, okay, here he is with just the mask on, minus the helmet, which is nice. The little breathing apparatus does hook onto the front of his shirt. There's a little peg on there, so that keeps it in place. Here he is without the mask. Not one of their best head sculpts. They've gotten a lot. This guy, I guess he's more of a younger character, but I just don't think it's one of their best head sculpts. Nothing really wrong with it, just not as great a detail. Here it is with just the helmet on, which gives him, again, so many different looks that you can go with. Check out the details on this guy. It's just the shoulder pads. This is all new sculpt, by the way, except for the helmet. The helmet is reused, but everything else on this is brand new sculpt, so you definitely get your money's worth on this. Breathing apparatus again hooks into the chest plate. There he is with his helmet on and the mask on. There's so many different looks that you can do with this character. And he stands so well on his own, too. I mean, he's just, I put him down, and there he is standing up. All right, everybody, so what do you think? I mean, this guy is just fantastic, just a great. Most of this character is new sculpt. There is a couple reuse of the helmet and the backpack, but overall, this guy's pretty new sculpt, so you're definitely getting your money's worth because, you know, they haven't already made this dude. I love the blast effects. Problem is, after a while, they do start to sag. You know, that's gravity, it's gonna happen, it's plastic, so I just like a little bit of flame coming out of the end of it. I do like that you can remove his helmet, you can remove his mask, you have a couple different looks there, which is great. I can't wait for this one to come out in the retro line so we get the bright colors that the original had. But overall, this character is fantastic. They knocked it out of the park with this guy. Great job, Hasbro. Fantastic.